Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, doing my prediction for the game against us and the Buffalo Bills happening this Sunday night in Buffalo. I'm excited for this matchup. I hope you guys are as well. This game should be an important one. The Bills are a very good team, awesome team, I should say, with Josh Allen and their defense. They do a really good job this whole year. They beat the Kansas City Chiefs a few weeks ago. Very impressive win for them. They're coming off a bye week, so there's a lot of things that are against the 49ers in this case. Also, the weather. It's going to be really cold, maybe small chance of snow. We'll see what that leads us to. So, yeah, it's been a while that we played in a very cold, snowy day. I think we played in Green Bay a few years ago. Surprisingly, the 49ers won in Green Bay when we had a full team. But right now, the 49ers are kind of beat up. And honestly, the 49ers are more beat up than we probably didn't know. You see, I'm seeing all the reports. Trent Williams is still not in good shape. Brock Purdy is still limited in practice. Fred Warner has to get ejection shots for every game because he had a fractured ankle or a messed up ankle earlier in the year. So he's been playing like a warrior. Mad props to him. The only guy that's really trying his best on defense, well, minus Nick Bosa whenever he's available. But Warner's been available every single game, and he's just fighting it through. Much respect, much love to him. What would we do without him? The defense would be even worse if he wasn't on this team right now. So looking at all things right now, the 49ers the odds are against them, really. I mean, when you have a lot of guys that are injured and the Bills are a really, really good team, bad things can happen, right? But I'm hoping that the 49ers can pull it off. It's going to be very difficult. I know the 49ers, they really want to get Christian McCaffrey going. So far, it's not working out. Honestly, it's probably because Christian's just not 100%. They're just trying to get him back into the groove. It might take a while. He was out half the year, and to expect him to be like he was in 2023, that's going to be really difficult, a big ask for him. So, I don't know how the season's going to go the rest of the year. It's not looking great in terms of our record and everything like that. Are we going to make the playoffs? I mean, that's the big question right there. That's just a weird question to ask. Are the 49ers even going to make the playoffs in the first place? I don't know. A lot of you guys are pretty mixed about it right now. Some of you guys are still showing some faith. I'll show a little bit of faith. I'm never going to give up on the 49ers, whether they're good or bad. So far, they've been pretty bad. But I don't know. A lot of variables that can go into an NFL season. Maybe we can get hot later on this year. There's a few games left in 2024. Maybe the 49ers can figure it out. I'm not 100%, but so far the way they've been playing for the past few weeks does not give me a lot of good faith in this team right now. A lot of inconsistencies on both offense and defense. Part of it's injuries, definitely. A lot of guys are out for a few games, out for the year. That doesn't really help. Kyle Shanahan, Nick Sorensen, you can give some blame to them as well for play calling and just scheming. I don't know. Sometimes it just feels like Kyle is not really innovating even more from his offense. His offense is awesome on paper, with all the things that he does on that side of the ball. At the same time, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he doesn't evolve and go even more creative because I know he's a very creative mind, but sometimes, as you all know, he can be stubborn, and that could be a good thing. That could be a bad thing as well. So we'll see what happens the rest of the year. But for this Buffalo game, it's going to be really tough. The defense is going to have a big day. I would say, I don't know if I meant that in a good way, against Josh Allen and company. They've just been cooking it. Amari Cooper's been a really good addition to the team. James Cook, a very good running back. And Allen himself just throwing the ball really, really well, running the ball as well too. Very underrated runner, I would say, of the football. We talk about Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray. They can run really well, but Allen, he could do a really good job as well. Very dangerous player. And I think the last time we played him was the COVID year in 2020, and he lit us up pretty good with in Arizona because I think the 49ers couldn't play in Santa Clara, which was a really weird situation over there during 2020. So, we're not playing them in San Francisco this year. Still playing them in very cold Buffalo. I'm looking at the temperature right now on a Sunday night. Let's see. The temperature should be about, freezing point, low 30s. So hopefully the 49ers are ready for that. But, hey, when you play football, you just got to deal with the elements. And I'm hoping that the 49ers could do a decent job on filling up the elements. And, can they pull this upset? That's a really big upset, I would say. I don't know what the game spread is. I can check it right now. I would say it's about like 7 or 8 points, honestly, because the Bills are just that good and the 49ers just don't have a lot of players available. Right now, they are currently a 7-point favorite. Not surprising at all, but, the way the team the 49ers is right now, it's not looking good. So I don't want to look forward to 2025 yet. I'm not going to tank the season yet in terms of me talking about 2024. I'm still going to show faith, and I know that's really hard to say and think, but I'm still going to do my best to be supportive of the 49ers as much as I can. Yes, even to Kyle Shanahan and Nick Sorensen, who has had a mixed year in terms of play calling and coaching up the offense and defense. And also Brian Schneider, too. He has had a really inconsistent special teams this year. Sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're terrible. They've had a lot of really bad moments that really cost us some games. I would say a difference maker right there. We had a few more special teams play that really went our way. Yeah, we could have a better record, but we are what our record says we are. And yeah, just a lot of inconsistency on three sides of the ball. Looking at the NFC West right now, we're pretty much in a tie, I would say. But the other teams have a tiebreaker over us because of wins and losses and head-to-head. So the 49ers can really redeem themselves if they could beat Arizona, Los Angeles down the line this year and really make a big difference right there. We'll see what that leads us to. But for this Buffalo game, who am I going to predict to win this game? You know what? I'm going to pick the Buffalo Bills. I have to pick the 49ers against them twice in a row. Never done that before in my YouTube career, maybe the early Kyle Shanahan years. But for the past few years, since 2019, I never picked anybody but the 49ers. But in this case, the Buffalo Bills, they're looking really good. Cold weather, I don't know if that makes a difference. The 49ers are pretty good in cold weather as well when they have to play in cold weather. At the same time, their team is really, really good in the AFC. They are one of the big classes of that conference right now, along with the Kansas City Chiefs. Other teams, Baltimore Ravens, Los Angeles Chargers. They have a really good bunch over there. But the 49ers, I don't know. It's going to be a really tough game. Do I see them winning this game? They can, but it's going to be really difficult. So I'm going to give the slight edge to the Buffalo Bills. I'm pretty sure some of you guys might still pick the 49ers. I don't blame you guys at all. Stuff happens. It's football. Anything can happen in sports. So, I'm putting the glimmer of hope for the 49ers, but right now I have to give the edge to the Bills. Just the way they've been playing. Also in Buffalo, it's their home turf, and there's going to be a lot of Bills fans there. Probably one of the few times where there's not as many 49er fans in an away game than the other team, right? So that's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about this matchup. Who do you have winning this one? On Sunday Night Football, I'll definitely be watching the whole thing, having a reaction video to it, because it's always fun, right? Love you guys as always. You guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. This is coming out on Thanksgiving Day, posting this Thanksgiving morning. So love you guys as always. I hope you guys spend time with your family and friends. And yeah, we'll get back to business Sunday night, right? Love you guys as always, and I'll catch you guys up later. Go Niners all day.